لا سيما ولي الله الحجة ابن الحسن صاحب الأمر والزمان. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. روحي وأرواح العالمين له الفداء. ولعنة الله على أعدائهم، ولعنة الله على أعدائهم، ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من الأولين إلى الآخرين إلى قيام يوم الدين. صلى الله عليك يا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله. Up till yesterday we used to send salam on Aba Abdullah. This was Aba Abdullah in Karbala. Tonight when you send salam on Aba Abdullah, his body is trampled and his head is separated from his body. The Ajib salam, the salam of Sham Ghariba. Sallallahu alayka ya mawlaya ya Aba Abdullah. صلى الله عليك يا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله. يا رحمة الله الواسعة ويا باب نجاة الأمة. يا غريب You don't know who is Gharib today. Is it Imam al-Hussein who is Gharib today, or is it Sayyidah Zainab al-Kubra who is Gharib today? Ya Gharib al-Ghuraba, Ya Madloom Karbala. Who is the Madloom of Karbala? Is it Imam al-Hussein or is it Sayyidah Sakina today? Assalamu ala man ja'ala Allahu shifa'a fi turbati. Imam Sahib al-Amr in Ziyarat al-Nahiyah, when he talks about the turba of Karbala, and what is this turba of Karbala? He says this turba of Karbala is shafa'a. Ikhwani, this Karbala which we dream to go to, this Karbala which we dream to put our feet on, this land of Karbala, the sand is mixed with the blood of Imam al-Hussein and Joan and Habib and Ali al-Akbar. Allah, what is this turba Karbala? السلام على من الإجابة تحت قبته. The Qubba of Imam al-Hussein, that Qubba where every dua is mustajab. السلام على ساكن كربلاء. Peace be upon those people who dwell in Karbala, whose bodies were left on the plains of Karbala without a ghusl and a kafan for 2 years. وإنت موالي شيري, your grief for Imam al-Hussein is such that no matter what you do, no matter how much you cry, no matter how much azar you do, it is taqseer in our way for Imam al-Hussein. And all we can say is فَيَا لَيْتَنَا كُنَّا مَعَكُمْ فَنَفُوزَ فَوْزًا عَظِيمًا. Akhi Habibi, one of our ulama, in his dream, he sees Imam al-Hussein after Ashura, and he sees Imam al-Hussein covered in wounds from the top of his head to his feet. Entire body of Imam al-Hussein is covered in wounds and the Imam is bleeding. This alim looks at Sayyid al-Shuhada in his dream and he begins to weep. He has a conversation with Imam al-Hussein. Muhim, the next day he sees Imam al-Hussein again in his dream. Imam al-Hussein is without any wound. He says, Ya Aba Abdullah, what happened to your body? Yesterday you were covered in wounds, today you don't have any wounds on your body. Imam al-Hussein's answer was that when my Shias cried for me, these tears heal my wound on my own. Aintum ikhwani, with your tears you provide an ointment to Imam al-Hussein. You cool the grief and you cool the burning in his heart for the masa'ib and the tragedies that he went through. But cherish these tears and thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has made you from an ummah that cries for Aba Abdullah al-Hussein. The historians mention that upon the martyrdom of Imam al-Hussein, the entire kawn changed its nidam, such that as soon as the blessed head of Imam al-Hussein was raised on a spear, the entire dunya went dark. The hadith says, the historians mention that there was an eclipse and the sun refused to shine. The sky went entirely dark. The stars started to appear in the middle of the afternoon and began to collide with each other. The enemies of Imam al-Hussein say, we thought that the day of Qiyamah, the day of judgment has befallen upon us. And Waqi'an Ashura is the Qiyamah on dunya. The skies rained blood for Imam al-Hussein for 40 days, such that not a single stone was turned in Karbala or in Bayt al-Maqdas except that underneath it fresh flowing blood was found. The kawn wept for Imam al-Hussein. Imam al-Sadiq says there is not a single creature within the heavens or within the earth, on the land or on the seas, except that they weep for Imam al-Hussein. At this time of the Asr to the Maghrib, it's a time that is ajib. Imam al-Hujjah says that at this time, the Malaika gathered in Medina al-Munawwara around the Haram of Rasulullah to give him condolences. The Malaikat al-Mukarrameen came in their Malaikat al-Mukarrameen came in their numbers and began to give condolences to Amir al-Mu'mineen. The Imam al-Hujjah says, وَفُجِئَتْ أُمُّكَ الزَّهْرَاءُ Allah. The grief of your mother Sayyida Zahra. Allahu Akbar. For the entire kawn at this time, what can be seen and what cannot be seen is weeping for Imam al-Hussein. And how can they not weep for this tragedy? And Ikhwani, Majlis is mukhtasar jiddan. But there are parts of a masa'ib that I want to recite, and the weight of this masa'ib, Allahu Akbar. Allah gives us the strength to convey the masa'ib, and Allah gives us the strength to listen to this masa'ib. There are a number of tragedies that happen between now and Sham, and this night, Sham Ghariba. The first one of these tragedies is that when Shumar ibn al-Jawshan al-La'in martyred Imam al-Hussein, the narrations mention that he used the blood sword to behead Imam al-Hussein. He used the blood sword to behead Imam al-Hussein such that the pain Imam al-Hussein would experience is more. They lifted the head of Imam al-Hussein on a spear. And the narrations mention that as they were lifting the head on the spears, the enemies of the kuffar came running towards the body of Imam al-Hussein from every direction. Each and every one trying to loot something from the body of Imam al-Hussein. You had one of the kuffar come and steal the amama of Aba Abdullah. Another one comes and removes the slippers from his body. Another one comes and removes his aba. Another one comes and removes his kaba. And then there was one la'in by the name of Majdal. He says that when I reached the body of Imam al-Hussein, I saw that everybody has stolen everything from the body of Aba Abdullah. I looked to see what can I remove from his body. I looked closer, I saw that there is a ring on his finger. He says I tried to remove the ring would not come out. But I wanted the ring. I tried to pull it out for a second and a third time it didn't come out. But the lion says I began to cut the finger of Imam al-Hussein. Allahu Akbar. They plundered and they looted the body of Imam al-Hussein. Then Umar ibn Sa'ad al-La'in calls out for 10 horsemen to come. This is the body of Aba Abdullah in the middle of the plains of Karbala. Umar ibn Sa'ad calls out, do we have horsemen that have not been used during the day? Do we have horses that are not tired from the warfare? Their legs are strong and their hooves are sharp. And they said, what do you want? He said, I want 10 horsemen to trample over the body of Aba Abdullah. Allah help the heart of Sayyidina Zainab and Imam al-Sajjad. The children are in the tents. The time of Asr. The body of Imam al-Hussein is put on the plains of Karbala. Umar ibn Sa'ad commands 10 horsemen. 5 from the east of Karbala, 5 from the west of Karbala. They began to ride their horses. They trampled in the middle of the body of Aba Abdullah. Where are the bones and where is the flesh of this Imam? They trampled upon the body of Imam al-Hussein, cut the finger from his hand, they trampled over the body. The historians mention that after they trampled and they decapitated the body of Imam al-Hussein, these beasts made their way towards the tents of Ahlul Bayt. They began to ride their tents in their hundreds. They began to ride towards the tents on their horses in their hundreds. Umar ibn Sa'ad then called out, light the fire of the kuffar, light the tents of the kuffar on fire. Umar ibn Sa'ad, Shimar al-La'in, Khuli, and a number of them surrounded the tents of Ahlul Bayt and they lit the on fire. The narrations mention that as soon as the tents were lit on fire, the children ran out of the burning tents in every direction, such that 2 children from the family of Akil, they were so scared from the burning tents and the heat of the fire that when they ran out of the burning tents, they got trampled under the hooves of the maraudi and the people who were looting. Sayyida Zainab al-Kubra says, later in the night when I was taking account, 2 children are missing from the family of Akil. I went into the Maidan, I see 2 children lifeless and their body has been trampled to pieces. The historians mention that when the tents were lit on fire, Sayyida Zainab al-Kubra and the rest of the women, they remained inside the tent until the tent burnt down. They would run into a second tent. When the second tent burned down, they would run into the third tent, keeping their hijab and being away from the mahram until all the tents were burnt. The final tent they remained in was the tent of Sayyida Sajjad. When the final tent was lit on fire, Sayyida Zainab asked the Imams of man of our time. So Sajjad, the remainder of my father, what shall we do? Should we burn alive inside the tents or should we run or go out? Imam Sajjad says, my auntie Zainab saved your life. Sayyida Zainab has a role of tabligh and keeping up the mission of Imam al-Hussein. Hamid ibn Muslim says all the women started running out from the tent of Imam al-Sajjad except for one woman. She would run out of the tent, she would run into the tent. She would run out of the tent, she would run into the tent. He said, I wondered, is this woman going to take any possessions from inside? He said, I went a little bit closer and I find this elderly woman pulling a young boy on the ground. Pulling a young boy on the ground. I went a little bit closer. This was Sayyida Zainab al-Kubra trying to rescue Imam al-Sajjad because of his weakness and not being able to walk. Don't ask me how many times Sayyida Zainab got burnt while trying to save the life of Sajjad. They ran out of the burning tent. The marauding enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala began to loot and plunder each and everything from inside of the tent. They looted all the carpets, they looted all the possessions. They didn't even leave the children. Shaykh al-Mazandarani mentioned that when Sayyida Sakina, who is known as Ruqayya, this 3-year-old daughter of Imam al-Hussein, who was tortured and the grief was such that she died in the Zindan or in the prison of Sham. Allah, this 3-year-old girl was running away in this commotion, in this chaos, in this fear. And then Khuli al-La'in sees the little girl running. This little girl, Sakina, had earrings that were gifted to her by her father. He rushes towards the girl. He grabs the little girl. Then he starts to snatch the earrings. The narration says he didn't even take the earring from the girl. Oh, the alim asked the girl to give it to you. He snatched up the earring, ripping out the yellow of Sayyida Ruqayya. The dhulm on Ahlul Bayt, the dhulm on Ahlul Bayt, Allahu Akbar. Ahibai, lovers of Imam al-Hussein, lovers of Amir al-Mu'mineen. These 11 days, these 12 days, you have come and you have shown your support with Imam al-Hussein. Every day you were with Imam al-Hussein and you were sharik in his masa'ib, and you were sharik in the masa'ib of his Ahlul Bayt and his companions. But Ya Shaykh Amir al-Mu'mineen, from today the masa'ib of Sayyida Zainab begin. From now until Yawm al-Arba'in, do not leave Sayyida Zainab alone in her masa'ib. Every majlis, every mahfil, if there is a majlis or a mahfil, all the majlis in your house, but do not forget Sayyida Zainab by herself. Sayyida Zainab was made in charge, and the wasiyah of her brother Imam al-Hussein was to safeguard all the children and all the women and to protect the life of Imam al-Sajjad. In essence, Sayyida Zainab al-Kubra was the Na'ib al-Imam. She was the Na'ib between Imam al-Hussein and Imam al-Sajjad, carrying out the responsibilities of Imamah. And one of these immediate responsibilities was that she had to take care of the women and the children. All the women are devastated with pain and with grief. Rabab cried over Imam al-Hussein, or Rabab cried over Ali ibn al-Asghar, I don't know. Farwa, did she cry over Qasim? Did she cry over her younger son Abdullah, who was killed on the chest of Imam al-Hussein? I don't know. Every woman was crying with masa'ib. Every woman is devastated. Sayyida Zainab had to control all the women, console all the women, gather them together, find all the children. She gathers all the children. Allahu Akbar. Tonight you go home and they all sleep in a comfortable house, in a comfortable bed. An entire night of azadari, an entire night of remaining awake. You know the difficulty and the tiredness on your body. When you go home and you lie down on your comfortable bed and your comfortable pillow, remember that yatima of Imam al-Hussein, whose bed was the plains of Karbala. The narration mentions Sayyida Zainab gathered all the women together. She gathered all the children between burning tents. She gathered all of them. Imam al-Sajjad lying down. Sickness, which was a divine decree from Rabbil Izzah wal Jalala. Imam al-Sajjad lying between them. All the women are together. Sayyida Zainab starts to take account of the children. She finds that from the children, 3 of them are missing. 2 of them were trampled over the hooves of the horses. One child is missing. Who is this child? Sayyida Sukaina, the daughter of Imam al-Hussein. The narration mentions Sayyida Zainab and Kulthum went into the Maidan looking out for Sayyida Sukaina, calling out her name, calling out her name. They don't find Sayyida Sukaina until Sayyida Zainab reaches a place in the Maidan, in the Katlaga, where she sees a little girl sleeping on the body of a shaheed. His body doesn't have a head. And she's crying, Mama, I miss the night that I would sleep on your chest. Mama, since you left us, how have the Aita been treated? Mama, since you left us, they have whipped us. Mama, since you left us, they burnt our tent. Mama, when you left us, they were beating my aunties in the middle of the Sayyida Zainab goes towards Sayyida Sukaina. She hugs this little girl of the Baba. She says to him, Sukaina, come back to the tent. The women and the children are waiting for you. This little girl is torn to go towards her mother or to see the body of our father left on the plains of Karbala. Sayyida Zainab al-Kubra convinces her. They come back, they arrange themselves, they gather towards the Khaymada. Sayyida Zainab al-Kubra's job to put all the children to sleep after all this devastation, after all these beatings, after all these lootings, with all this fear, not knowing what to do. Sayyida Zainab puts all the children to sleep. The women are resting. Allah, on this night, Sayyida Zainab al-Kubra stands up for Salatul Layl. These lovers of Imam al-Hussein, Tuba lakum, and congratulations and Aliyan for you if you are reciting Salatul Layl today. And remember the ruku of Sayyida Zainab al-Kubra. Remember the sajda of Sayyida Zainab al-Kubra when you go in your Salatul Layl. There is a difference between the ruku of the Musalli and the ruku of Sayyida Zainab. Because when Sayyida Zainab went to ruku, she felt the pain of the whips and the lashes on her back. This is Majlis Talab, Sayyida Zainab al-Kubra. Getting ready to recite the Salatul Layl, having put all the children and the women to rest. As she arranges all the orders of the affairs, she sees a man approaching towards the Khaymada. The man is wearing a niqab. Sayyida Zainab looks at him, she says to him, oh man, look, our men have been killed, our tents have been burnt, and all our belongings have been looted. We don't have anything to give you. The man keeps walking closer and closer to Sayyida Zainab. Sayyida Zainab says to him, oh man, I told you the first time we don't have anything. I beg you, the children have just gone to sleep. If you feel that we have anything, come during the daytime and take it from us. This man continues to come closer to Sayyida Zainab al-Kubra. Allah, he has a niqab. Sayyida Zainab is panicking. She looks around, she takes a broken spear that was lying on the ground.